Hey, I'm Yune, and well, as you can see, I have a new little model that I made. A little PNG tuber, if you will. But yeah, it's I totally didn't forget about the 1,000 subscriber Q&A. We're almost at 3,000 now. I still can't believe that. So yeah, that's something. But I really wanted to do this video. I'm gonna like edit all of the comments in post because I was gonna like do it in gallery and stuff, and it's fine. I'm just doing it in post. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through the video ones first, and then I'm gonna go through the post ones first. So I put a comment that's just like 1,000 subscriber Q&A, reply with your questions, and the first one is from I'm going to butcher names, by the way, because I'm terrible at reading names, which is funny because you look at my name and you wouldn't think to say it Ashun, you'd think to say it like Ashuni. Also, if you hear something, it's my cat probably. She wants attention. Okay, I let her out of my room because she wanted out. But anyway, the first one is Taka Roka Loka 2342. I hope I said that right. They pretty much just said, you know, you deserve it for the 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. But anyway, their question was, what is your favorite element in Path and Honkai Star Rail and why? Probably when this came out, actually. I don't think Elation was out yet, but that's not my favorite path. So my favorite element is imaginary. That's not surprising at all, I'm sure, considering I have a whole series. And my favorite element, I've never really thought about it, actually. Actually, I'm not sure. I kind of like preservation, maybe? I don't know, actually. I don't really have a favorite, I guess. No, what? I feel like I do. You know what? No, I like Harmony, actually. I like a lot of the Harmony characters. I think Harmony just kind of speaks to me. Yeah, there we go. I had to think of like all the elements and stuff. It's been a minute since I've like really played it. So yeah, imaginary and Harmony. There you go. That's the answer to your question. All right, moving on to question 2 from, apologies if I say your name wrong again, Sala 1658. Again, I'm a bad reader, so sorry, but what kind of game do you wait? I feel like I'm reading that wrong. What kind of game you want to try other than gacha if you have the opportunity? I think they meant to put a do in there, but that's a good question. I really want to expand my content to just be general gaming, just gaming content in general. I really love games, and so I really would like to just expand my content. But you know, I also love gacha. Gacha is most of my time. Like, I really do get gacha. Just it takes up most of my time, and that's fine and all. But I definitely would love to expand on different games. I play Repo with like my family and stuff, and that's always really fun. We have a Tuesday night family like game night. I guess I should say it's with my siblings. My parents don't really game too much, but so that's really fun. But I do actually have a quite a variety of games that I really want to try and play and just do stuff, but the opportunity just hasn't presented itself. But what I want to try other since I am just a gamer in general, I wouldn't necessarily say I want to try anything else because I've tried a bunch of different genres. But I think what would be kind of fun is trying to work through my my backlog of games. I have quite a lot. I also love achievement hunting. That is something that I probably have never mentioned. I love achievement hunting. I think it's so fun. And there are some games though that I just genuinely would never achievement hunt for because that's too much work. But I have like 100. I have all the achievements for like Monster Hunter World. I love Monster Hunter. I think it's a great like game franchise. I think though that Wilds just needs some work. I want to love Wilds more than I do, but I think it just genuinely needs some work. So all right, on to the next question, which is from, I'm assuming that's Chemo, but it's got a I guess that's just a capital O _ 018. Chemo 018, I think. Anyway, Chemo. Will you make content on Wuthering Waves? Maybe. So I actually have played Wuthering Waves before. Surprise, surprise. Not really. I think I've mentioned it before, but and I haven't played it since Luke, I think is how you say his name. The doctor dude, since his first banner came out. I like hopped on, did polls, and got off. I think I actually recorded it as well, but I obviously that didn't go anywhere, and that footage is now gone. But I did that, and I would be down to like try and make a turn to it. It's just I'm already so busy with like the Genshin account, the Honkai Star Rails accounts, just everything else. So I'd be down to make at least like a coming back to Wuthering Waves and like trying it out again, maybe video. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. If anybody watches this video, I have no idea. All right, let's go on to the next comment. Or not comment, question, my bad. I guess it is a comment, but it's also a question, sorry. Which is from Chip-MM2JQ, which, by the way, love the Till profile picture. I do like Alien Stage, although I'm not personally a fan of some of the relations in it. I will kind of mention that a bit later, but yeah, I do love the Till profile picture, and you know, they're very, very supportive. But anyway, their question is, what is your favorite show, series / movie? Also, they commented on loving my art that I did for the 1,000 subscriber Q&A, which I really appreciate. I spent a lot of time on it, and I thought it turned out really good, considering I'd never done anything like that before. Is this like... So, show, series, or movie? Okay. I think for movie, I'm just gonna have to go with the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's classic. It's really good. I really love it. Probably my favorite movies ever. For show specifically, I don't really know what they mean by series. I'm not really a series watcher, so I'm just gonna skip that. But for show, I'm just gonna put Dororo. I love Dororo. It was a really good anime. It's my favorite anime of all time. I also love My Psycho, but we're not gonna talk about that. I have a lot of anime that I actually really like, and yeah, so but yeah, Dororo and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It can't be a single movie. It's gotta be all of them. So, sorry, no getting away with that. All right, next comment, which is from A-YXM. They are also a pretty frequent commenter, so thank you for that. But they ask, what is your 3 favorite character in the game? I assume they're talking about Honkai Star Rail and not just like in general, considering that was like all the content I really did besides Hollow Knight. We're not going to talk about that. Nah, I want to come back to it at some point. I really do. Sunday, obviously, he's my top favorite character. Love him, love him. Second place. Oh, that's kind of tough. Probably Finon. I know a lot of people love Finon, but he really is just a really good character. His voice is really nice. I just really like Finon as well. And for third place, it's actually going to be Imbiber Lune Danheng, actually. Because gosh, when he first came out, I was ecstatic. I remember, like, I was waiting to get picked up for my job at the time because that was just how things were working out for me. And oh my gosh, I was so ecstatic for him. I was so hyped for that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so absolutely, I really loved Danheng. So he's my third favorite character. If you're talking about Honkai Star Rail, I apologize if I got it wrong. Also, I'm gonna move my avatar just a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. I'm trying to not let you guys see the bottom of it. If you have, I apologize. I'm still working out the kinks on it. All right, so now that's all the comments on the video, and that's okay. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. All right, so this one is from Dash Comic Sky. Not comic. See, I can't read. Cosmic Sky. My bad. And they ask, what is your favorite character of each element in Honkai Star Rail? Congrats on hitting 1k subs. Awesome. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I know we're at almost 3,000 now. Still can't believe that, but okay, what's my favorite character of each element? Oh, I gotta think about this. All right, so physical, it's Boot Hill. I love Finon, I really do, but Boot Hill, just him. I love Boot Hill. And oh gosh, okay, I have to, you know what, I'm actually gonna look up all the elements because I genuinely cannot remember. Oh my gosh, I've not been playing the game that much. I know like all of them, but I don't know all of them. So, okay. Next, we're gonna go fire. I have to think of like which fire characters there are. I literally just I don't like that I can't come up with like I have to look. Oh wait, sorry, I'm bad. My bad. It's Gallagher. I forgot about Gallagher. I love Gallagher. He's my favorite fire character. Ice, it's gotta be the Herta. There's literally nobody. I love the Herta. I actually got a jewelry set off of Etsy. That's such a weird thing to say, but it's like the Herta themed and it's really pretty and I really like it. Lightning. Okay, so I'm gonna this is gonna be kind of a trick question. When this comment was posted, Asheville didn't exist, but I'd probably say Moza. I liked Moza a lot, but currently it's Asheville. The current me likes Asheville more. All right, wind. Wind is an element, yes, and it's Anaxa, obviously. I love Anaxa. He's Professor Anaxagoras. He's a funny fellow. I love him. Imaginary, obviously, Sunday already answered that. I feel like Quantum, not an element I feel like you talk about a lot. So Quantum's interesting. My favorite character is probably Tribi. I really like Tribi. I think she's really cute and stuff. Casterus I like her, but not as much. So, but if we're talking about what just happened, they announced a Quantum Elation Adventurine. He's like in a swimwear suit or whatever. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, he would be my favorite Quantum character then. But so that's that's all my favorite characters from each element. All right, on to the next question, which is from Avalon _ why am I saying the underscores? I don't know. Avalon Roland 123. You ever plan to make content involving your fan base, whether now or when you're bigger, like playing with viewers, talent show, or something? I would love to. I think if I can get into streaming, I really, really want to. I think that would be amazing. I think that would be really, really fun. I really want to do something with the community. I think some maybe even like viewer polls would be kind of fun to do. I know for some people that's really stressful because then they feel like really bad whenever they lose the 50-50 or whatever, but I would love that. I think, yeah, like playing with viewers would also be really fun. Could do that in like, especially Genshin, the men-only series. I think that would be fun. Or even just like a general night stream or something. I don't know, something. Yeah, I definitely want to do stuff with my fan base. It's just, I haven't done anything right now. So let's go on to the next comment, which is from, I apologize if I say your name wrong, Mu Yong 9382. I hope I wrote that right. They ask, well, they say congratulations, I guess, but what has been your favorite HSR challenge to take on? This is a very broad question, I feel like, but I'm just gonna go with the general answer of imaginary only. I loved that challenge. I still love it, but I kind of want to make a video talking about how I feel about HSR right now. I don't know. So maybe that'll be something. But yeah, thank you for the question. Definitely that. And again, if I mess up on any of the questions, feel free to correct me in the comments. I absolutely want to hear from everyone in the comments. And if there is a question that is not in this video that you want to ask, go ahead and just ask it in the comments. I could compile it for a different Q&A, or I'll probably just end up replying in the comments. So keep an eye out for that. Wait, keep an eye out. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm like recording this in one go, so it's kind of fun. Okay, next comment is from Scorn 7005, which I love the Marcel picture. Also a really good anime. Super, super fun anime. Sorry. What made you start making videos? Oh boy. So I think it's been several years now, I feel like. For several years, I've honestly just wanted to be a YouTuber. I really admired and just really just, I wanted to be one for a long time. Like ever since, I don't know, actually like there's like no ever since. I have wanted to be one. And yeah, so nothing in particular, like, I think, yeah, just I've kind of always wanted to be one, and you know, I took that leap of faith and I just decided to do Honkai Star Rail content, and it kind of blew up way more than I was expecting. I know it's a bit more of a niche, like the challenge stuff, but I really do love it. I think it's it's fantastic. Yeah, that's that. On to the next question, which is from 2FA Kind, which I think is supposed to be like 2 of a kind, but it's a little weird. But anyway, they have a pretty cool profile picture as well. What is your favorite part of the video creation process? Oh yeah, somebody asked it. Not really. I think recording, honestly, is my pride and joy. Editing is okay. I'm not a fantastic editor. I like putting music in, but I also don't, because then I have like choice anxiety of like, oh, but maybe this song or that song would work. And it's just the whole thing. But yeah, I think recording is definitely my favorite part of the process. Yeah, so thank you for the wonderful comment or question. I keep saying comment, I should say question. All right, next one is from one of my favorite commenter names. This one makes me giggle every time I see it. Dingus Bongus the Third asks, I noticed the cross on your avatar. Are you Christian? Also, I'd like to hear some hot takes about the games you've played on the channel, Hollow Knight included. Okay, so yes, I am a Christian. I profess that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and I don't really talk about it too much on my channel. I don't really want to. I know it's kind of it's a part of my life. It absolutely is. But I also just like don't want to make the whole channel about it. But that's why I started including God bless in my videos, and I definitely would like to speak about it more. I'm not like the most knowledgeable with it and stuff. I'm still learning, but like if you need prayer in the comments, please just comment it. I will make like a list of my commenters and I will pray for you. I do not care. The Lord knows who you are, so feel free to do that if you desire. But yeah, I'm a Christian, so I wanted to include like cross. I wanted to make it like not obvious, but like obvious, you know? I don't know. I'm shy when it comes to that stuff. But oh, speaking of which, this the alien stage comment, I wanted to come back to that. So since I am a Christian, same-sex relations go against my beliefs, so I do not support them. And that's that. Like if you are part of that community or anything like that, I will still like you. I will still care for you. I have a couple of friends myself that are like they like oh gosh, I don't know how to word it. I guess part of that community kind of. And I still love and care for them, and I don't really shame them on it, I guess, because that could just push people away. And that's the thing. Like a lot of Christians will just be like, oh, but I said this, like, you know, they say something stupid and then it ends up turning that person like completely off. So I try and really just tread carefully. But yeah, so I would just, you know, ask that maybe you don't really mention that stuff in my comments. That would be nice, because it feels awkward. I would just appreciate if you guys, for those who know, just try and, you know, keep conscious. Like I don't really want to see that like in my comments and stuff. I prefer not to talk about that kind of stuff, because that's a really, really slippery slope for a lot of people. So I did want to just mention that I do not support that personally, but if you're part of that community or whatever, I literally could care less. Like that is you, that you are your own person. I'm not the boss of you, so you do you, gang. I still love you, so yeah. On to the next question, I guess, which is more like a comment, but this is from Shorus, or it's probably Shore's Singer, but the I is a 1, so that's fun. But they said burger, and I'm going to reply with fries. Next comment is from Satoru Gojo. I5V. I cannot read today. And they ask, what's my favorite dessert? I do love me some strawberries, desserts of some kind. I love strawberries. But my mom makes like this lovely Tetsu. It's called Texas sheet cake, and I love it, and it tastes really good. So that's probably my favorite dessert. All right, on to the next question, which is from Silver Lawrence Gaming with 2 G's, which is super fun. Love that. And they ask what my favorite fruit is, and that's not a very simple question because I like fruit. I don't like vegetables very much, but I love fruit. I love cherries. I love strawberry. I think these are all fruit. I might be completely wrong. I don't know. You think I'm old enough to know, but I'm not. Anyway, I love kiwis as well. So probably strawberries. Are strawberries a fruit? I'm actually going to just look this up right now. Not true. But they are kind. Okay, they're a kind of fruit, but they're not. Okay, anyway, strawberries. I love strawberries. There you go. That's my favorite fruit. Okay, and that is literally all the questions that my community had for me. So that's awesome. But I want to go over a couple things. I wanted to include some of like probably questions that some of you may have. And first one is, what is your age? I do not want to give a like an exact age, but I will say this. I am in my early 20s. Probably could you guess that by just me? But yeah, so I'm in my early 20s. There you go. If that's easy peasy. As for my next question that I had for myself, face reveal ? As of right now, I do not plan on doing a face reveal. The idea kind of makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being on cameras. And I have my little avatar for a reason, but, you know, maybe in the future I'll be more open to it. But I also just, like, I don't think I'll ever get this popular, and I kind of hope, you know. But I don't want to be, like, walking out on the street, and then suddenly, like, a kid sees me or something, and they're like, oh my gosh, hi Yashud, how are you? Or, like, something like that. And I would love that interaction, but I'm also so scared, because stranger danger. I'm a very much so introvert, so... this is just kind of a fun question here that I have, but how did I choose my channel name? So I created this username by actually shoving two things together, which is Ash, which is my one OC that I actually have. I will put a picture up on screen so you can see her, but there's Ash. And her last name used to be Fortune. And so I literally just took Ash. Yes, it has the E in the name. The E is not part of Yune at all, so don't get that confused, please. And I literally took Fortune and I just shoved them together and I got Ashun. But I'm saying Fortune. I say Fortune, but some people like say Fortune. So I kind of had that Yun part, and then since I had Ash as my OC, I was like, okay, what can I name my persona? And thus Yune was born, which is the character you're seeing on screen right now. So yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun question. Okay, and I have just a couple more questions. One of them is, what do I enjoy? What do I enjoy doing outside of YouTube? That's a good question, I feel like. Why am I saying that? I literally came up with that question myself. But I like drawing. Drawing's fun. It's always been kind of a hobby of mine. Gosh, I spend if I can talk. I can't, evidently. Spending time with family. I love it. I love my family a lot. We are a really close family. Close-knit family. I can't talk, guys. I literally can't. But yeah, I love my family. I love hanging out with my friends as well, but, you know, there's just, like, normal lives. I like driving, actually. Driving is fun until they hit something like a deer, you know? That's not as fun. This is coming from someone who has hit a deer, by the way. I've probably mentioned that before. I guess I kind of lied. I don't have 5 questions that I created. I have more than that. I wanted to include this one because I'm not a music junkie, but I really like listening to music. But what kind of music do you like? Or I guess I like. I really like heavy metal. That might be a surprise to some of you. Probably like most of you, actually. Yeah, I love heavy metal. I think it is just a really fun genre, and there's a lot of good, like, heavier metal or post-core or whatever genre they are. The metal genre of some kind, like Christian bands especially. This year, actually, I went to go see a Wolves at the Gate show, and that was really fun. Except for I forgot to bring earplugs, so I probably have damaged my eardrums now. Apologies to my body, I guess. But that was a super duper good show, and I really liked it. And yeah, that was just really fun. But yeah, I think that's pretty well all the questions I created for myself. Hopefully I don't think of one that I forgot. I should have wrote more down, like, when I thought of them, but oh well, here we are. So it's probably gonna be a pretty long video considering, but this isn't gonna be, you know, my normal thing that I do. But yeah, So I hope that answered your guys' questions. Again, if you have a question, feel free to comment down below and I will actually just reply. But I hope that, you know, that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope I said everyone's name right. I know this has been a long time coming, and I just needed to record this video really, but I'm working on it. I'm trying my hardest to just get better at this kind of stuff, so hopefully. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless.